Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? All right, everybody. Well, just basically this video is going to be a description and explanation of the opportunity that there is here of our company, right? How does it work, right? What are the details? Usually during our meetings, we don't have a lot of time to talk about these things, which is why this video is here. You might be new to the company or just part of the sales team. And you're wondering, how can I get from the sales position in this company to a higher role, right? I hear people talk about the partnership opportunity. What does that really mean? How does that work, right? So I'm going to break this down for everybody just as simple as possible so you guys can understand what the opportunity is here. So first things first, our company is a direct sales company that partners up with AT&T. That's obvious, right? Everybody knows that. AT&T, ladies and gentlemen, just so you understand, is a company that never wants to stop growing, right? And ideally, what provides this opportunity, if you will, right, is the fact that AT&T is a partner with us, and they are willing to incentivize us to continue to grow. They don't mind investing into us to continue to grow. So just understand that part. Now, why would they do that? Why does AT&T, why do our clients care about helping us grow as a company? Well, it's very simple. It's really a win-win situation. They win, we win, right? Put into perspective that AT&T owns real estate inside locations like Targets, Sam's Clubs, Costco's, BJ's, and a lot of national retailers, across the country. These scenarios for AT&T, when there is someone there, is a very good scenario. Why? Because you got to start to think about this. AT&T pays direct sales companies like us $0 on labor, on hourly, on just a guarantee for just being there. They pay us $0 as a company. So for AT&T, there's really no downside to outsourcing and getting their services promoted in terms of costs and money and things like that. So for them, right, you got to remember, they only pay us for what is given to them. So if we bring them results, if we bring them customers, then what happens is they're gonna split profits with us and things of that nature. It's their brand, it's their services at the end of the day that we're using. Anyway, for them, it costs nothing to sign up with us, to partner with us, right? So because of that, ladies and gentlemen, they want more of that, right? You got to remember that there's really no better way of marketing or coming out to the product, right? Or I said product, to the market, better said, than face to face, right? And you just got to think about how much cost there comes with, owning a brick and mortar store, one of the corporate stores you guys see. Obviously, if AT&T owns the real estate, they got to pay for the land, right? If they don't own the real estate, they got to pay for a landlord or a lease. That's already thousands of dollars right there, right? On top of that, they gotta pay employees, right? Employees to just be there, not even effectively sell, right? They have to pay for the advertising and the marketing, right? And the issue with this is that, you look at corporate stores numbers, they sell probably maybe 10 phones a month. We sell 40, 50 a week. And again, at no cost to AT&T unless we bring them results, right? So really all AT&T is doing here, is cost-effective marketing for them. And so they're just sitting back and counting their money, essentially, at this point. So if I'm AT&T, if you're AT&T and you had this opportunity and you found out that if you invested into this company that you're partnering with a little more, right, that provides you opportunity to actually have more of that, more of the results that you're enjoying, right? So it really is a no-brainer in terms of AT&T, right? It's a win-win scenario for them. Now I want to talk about the retailers, right? The retailers, just so you guys know, right, are not partners directly with us. They're partners with AT&T. But why would they be a part of this program, right? Why would they want to be a part of this? Well, it's because, again, they're going to get professional quality staff, aka us, inside their locations, right? At no cost to them. Sam's Club, Target, Costco, BJ's, these retailers, they don't pay us anything to be there. You guys gotta understand that. They don't pay us a dime to be there. Our checks don't say Sam's Club Inc. or Walmart Inc., whatever the name would be, right? Yet they still have a professional in their store, aka us, a good-looking professional, right? A quality individual in their stores, right? That not only promotes products and pitches services for, AT&T, right? And by the way, guys, just so you know, this helps overall Sam's Club's bottom line revenue because AT&T pays Sam's Club to be in these stores, FY. So, just that's already the biggest winner of all, right? They pay to be there. So why would Sam's Club not take this opportunity when they know that it's not only just going to increase their bottom line revenue, but on top of that, right, they're going to have a professional in their store to help out customers, not just with sales, but if there's ever like little things like redirecting them to places, that's free labor, guys. Again, this is a no-brainer. And to put the cherry on the top of this cake, right? Think about this for a second, guys. When it comes to AT&T being in these locations, it's another reason why you would want to come into this retailer, because there's only exclusive offers that AT&T will only give people inside these retailers. It's a strategy to help customers come back and bring more foot traffic into their retailer. More foot traffic for the retailer, ladies and gentlemen, all it means for them is more bottom line revenue. They know if more people come into their stores, more results are going to come from that. Not just in phones and selling services for AT&T, right? I'm talking about all Sam's Club products. No one comes into a Sam's Club and just gets a water and just it. You come in, you get a water, you see some butter, you take some butter, you take some milk. Sometimes you take some phones, or vice versa. You came in for some phones and you realize you needed dog food. Then you realize you actually needed some cologne, and that all increases Sam's Club's bottom line. And again, at zero to no cost from their part. They're not training us. They're not doing anything for us, right? So the people who actually train us and train you guys, right, to do what you do in the stores is us, Boras, right? Boras Solutions. We're the direct sales company that trains you, teaches you, right? AT&T doesn't train you. Sam's Club doesn't train you. So these clients of ours, ladies and gentlemen, it's a no-brainer for them. So why am I talking about this? Why am I going over, our clients, what the benefit is for them, when the whole point of this call was to talk about opportunity and what the benefit is for you and pursuing an opportunity here, right? The reason why, ladies and gentlemen, is because when you put into perspective what provides opportunity, then it all starts to make sense, right? And what provides opportunity is that our clients love this model. For them, it's just a win-win. They want more of it, and they're willing to invest to help us continue to expand and grow. So with that being said, right, where's the benefit for us in this program? How do we win from this program, right? Well, it's simple. We have unbelievable real estate. Just think about how crazy it is that we're in one of the biggest retailers in the world: Sam's Clubs, Targets, Costco's, BJ's, right? I'm talking, we see people come into these stores who pay to be there. So regardless if we're promoting AT&T or promoting, I don't know, Sue's Burritos, right? I don't know, a Mexican stop inside that store. Any business that gets put in there will be successful. There's no way that it won't be. Why? Because of the real estate, because of how many people we get to see, quality people, that is, right? So just by being there, we're going to be successful regardless of what products we're promoting or selling. So the other thing is, if we were selling knives or we were selling something like, out of the ordinary, I'd say, okay, maybe this isn't as easy as you think. But because of the products that we promote, guys, literally, we're just pitching some of the best phones, which is one of the most consumed product in the world, right? Everybody has a phone. People need a phone more than they need their car keys to their or their keys to their house, right? On top of promoting a product that just sells like crazy and is an amazing product, on top of that, we're promoting the best in their industry. AT&T, there's really no carrier that can say that AT&T is in competition to them, right? They're a massive brand. They give massive promotions. Anywhere you go in the country, right? This program would help you become successful because people need phones there. People need service there. Doesn't matter where you go. Another thing is it gives us opportunity to not only make money, right? But also it helps you grow if you think about it. Because think about how difficult it has to be as a trainer or a manager trying to teach something to somebody that you can't personally do yourself, right? When the fact that this is so easy to do means that there's more people to get an opportunity. If you can find yourself to go into the store, talk to customers, pitch products, pitch phones, sign them up, learn how to negotiate, love sales, right? And you can become good at this, you can grow within our company. Why? Because it starts off at the sales role. I'll go into, you know, our actual details here in a bit, but just to give it perspective, everybody, right? Like, just think about that for a second, right? This is so easy, and it's the reason why it accelerates our cycle of development in people here in our company. That's why people can grow so quickly. And, you know, if you're working for a massive corporation, right? You know, Tesla, you're working for Amazon, you're working for FedEx, you're going to have to be there 10, 20 years before you ever see a promotion. At least of the kind that we give, right? So within just being a year to 2 years within our company, you could actually become a partner, right? So I'll talk more about that, but it's all because, again, because of how easy it is to do what we do. How easy it is to just learn sales. And then once you've learned that, then you can really just grow and do the rest. Now, with that being said, everybody, right? When I mean easy, I don't mean that this doesn't come with difficulty and that there's not things that obviously you have to overcome, and, you know, you got to change your perspective a little bit. But I mean easy in terms of, like, once you've got it down, compared to, you know, waiting 10 to 20 years, that's really all it comes down to, right? Here, you learn sales, which at first for you might be difficult. First, then you learn obviously how to manage yourself, and understanding that you got to have a different perspective from your average individual. You have to have a sense of entrepreneurship. For me, that might sound easy, right? Because I'm already used to that. But for you, if you come from a different field or different experience, that won't be easy for you. But in comparison to, like I said, 10 to 20 years of working hard for a company that eventually lets you go or doesn't promote you, I consider that easy. So just want to clarify that. Anyways, and it's another good point is that this is a great revenue opportunity for you, right? If you're a rep in our company, you can easily make 50, 60 grand a year, just easily doing 2 signups a day. If you sign up somebody for Internet 1000, which pays you $200 every time you do, and you sign up somebody for, say, 4 lines, which your average customer has 4 lines, by the way, what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is that right there, do the math, that's around 1,200 right there. You do that on a weekly basis over a course of a year, that's 50, 60K just as a sales professional in our company, right? So not only is there opportunity here for you, but you also get paid to learn on how to grow as you go. If you want to just stay at a sales rep role, good for you. No, nothing wrong with that, right? 50, 60K, you're making more than your average college student would after 4 years of college. You're making more than police officers make. You're making more than most people in the medical field make. You're making more than most teachers make, right? So it's crazy, right? Just how good of a revenue opportunity sales is. But not just that, it's the opportunity, right? If you can figure out how to do the rest as we teach you how to do, right? Then you're making 50, 60K a year while you're learning to get to how to get to 80K plus. I'll go over the numbers here in a little bit, but that's our opportunity in a nutshell, right, guys? And look, at the end of the day, you know, we talk about partnership and how that's the opportunity. Now you know why. Now you know what the win-win scenario is, why us as a company, we can do it, why our clients want to continue to invest in us to continue to grow. Makes sense, right? We're all there. Let me talk about just what the requirements are now, right? And basically how does all work step by step. So when you look at what I just talked about, and you ask yourself, man, you know what, can I really do this? And the answer is yes. You can see yourself being able to be successful. Here's what I want you to look at next. I want you to go to the team portal or just wherever we might have this. This might change in the future. You never know. And I want you to just look at, what I'm looking at, right? And so you can see what the requirements are here for you to grow. So first step, obviously, you got to get out of training with our company. We teach you how to learn, obviously, the basics, which is, sales, right? And you're learning how to be on your own. But once you got that down, you're really going to start transitioning into a sales rep role, sales professional role. Where at this level, ladies and gentlemen, you're great at sales. That's what you're good at. You're going to be making 50, 60K a year. We're going to teach you that. Right. So, obviously you got to make sure you follow all of these requirements down here, right? You got to be accountable. You got to have great dress code. You got to be engaged, right? When you're here, not literally engaged. I mean, engaged with the meeting, right? You got to be able to work by yourself, hold the store down by yourself. You got to know what you're doing, and you got to read books, right? Certain books, well, if you haven't read them, we won't promote you. And the reason why that is, ladies and gentlemen, is because we want to help develop you. We want to help you become mentally stronger. I'll keep going. A client expert basically is more of you're learning to do everything that a manager does, but you're just shadowing, right? You're not actually doing it yet. Once you've hit these qualifications and you're here, then you start getting opportunities to shadow management and what they do, right? You start to get to see things like, for example, interviews. You get to start seeing an opportunity to train more in the office, things of that nature. And once you've hit those qualifications right, and then your sales are effective now, you're consistently in the green, then you're going to be at a manager position. At a manager position, now you're actually training. Now you're actually building a team. And what do I mean by a team, right? I mean, we're going to, as a company, hire individuals, right? And we're going to keep continuing to grow. And then we're going to assign those individuals to you to train them. That's going to be someone who's going to be in your team. That's why we call it a team, because you're the one training them. With that being said, right, when you are successful and show a record in training people from an entry-level sales role to more of a client expert role, that shows that you have more experience, right, in being able to teach people not just sales, but help teaching them to help continue to grow over a company, right? If someone's in your team, they heard about the opportunity and wanted to grow, you as a manager, can they come to you, and then you would know how to help them get to management, from new rep to client expert to management, right? All that good stuff. So that plus, overseeing office operations, further involvement with recruiting, first, second round interviews, orientation, things like that. And showing the 4 pillars of success, right? If you don't know about that, it's just basically requirements as a manager, right? I'll tell you, one of those things is actually accountability. You got to get to management so you can find out what the rest are, but accountability is big. You're overseeing operations in the retailer, in the office. And of course, you got to read the book Above the Line Behavior, right? So when you do this all effectively and consistently, then you move into more of an assistant partner position. A partner is the ideal role. An assistant partner is basically you're shadowing everything a partner does. So then, because you're going to transition into that position next, right? But you have to show a track record of training client experts in management, helping getting people from here to here. And you have to show, right, that you have solid recruiting skills. So you could do first, second interviews, orientation, everything that I can do, but you can do it just as good as I can. You got to have a track record of smooth office operations, meaning if I call you the morning of and I'm like, hey, I can't make it for whatever reason, right? That'll never happen, by the way. You can say, hey, Juan, stay home. I'm good. We don't need you here. I'm running the office, right? Track record of smart money management. Look, guys, at the end of the day, if you're not good with money, we're definitely not going to promote you to a partner role. Why? Because think about it, right? If you are bad with your own money, you're definitely not going to be good with the business's money. So you got to have a track record of good money management, your personal money that you're personally able to save, you're personally making good money, right? And then on top of that, not because we need you to pay us anything like that. No, don't get the wrong idea. We're just looking at how experienced you are at money management, right? And we evaluate if you'd be able to actually see operate a business and see what that looks like, right? But anyways, yeah, that, and also you have to have a track record of your team being successful in that aspect too. Like if you have a team of people who can't sell nothing, what's gonna happen is that you're not gonna get promoted, because you're just teaching people just to suck. No offense, guys, but you want to teach people to become great, right? So if you have a track record of building people to management, by the way, they won't get there if they suck, just so you know. But If you have a track record of building managers and teaching them how to not only set pace, train, do what they need to do, right? Everything that we just went over earlier, then great. That says a lot about you. And that means at that point that you're right there. Working a partner schedule, right? So look, guys, here's the bottom line, right? If you aren't willing to work my schedule, if we can't depend on you, right? Like on call type thing, right? Then why would we even promote you to a partnership position? I personally imagine finding a partner that you can't count on. It's like marriage, right? It's like if I called my wife and told her that I need her to come visit me at the hospital, like right now, regardless of where she is or what she's doing, and she says, no, I can't, then right? Yeah, as a partner, why would she let me down like that? So you're not going to get promoted to a partnership role unless you can manage a schedule and work a schedule like how I do, right? Obviously it gets really good and you get to the point where you can literally not have to work at all at one point. But if the work is needed, if it's 50, 60, 70 hours, 80 hours are needed, right? Are you willing to put in that work? That's the question, right? And that's why I say that, not everybody's going to make it to that partnership position, because at the end of the day, not a lot of people are willing to put in that work. Then again, right? Now I'm going to talk about, and by the way, once you do all that, you're good to go. You'll get promoted to partnership. But talking about partnership now, what is a partner? Ladies and gentlemen, all that means is that you will have an opportunity to get a contract with the clients that we have a contract with. So if I have a contract with AT&T and I'm making 80, 90, 100K a year from that contract, that means you're going to get a contract making 80, 90K, 100K a year, right? So that you'd be a partner. We'd be working together in the market or maybe outside the market, depends on what your goals are. And you'd have an opportunity to go from not just being an employee, because at that point you'd no longer be an employee. Now you're a partner because you're going to own a part of our company, or we're going to help you get your own, right? And what happens is, ladies and gentlemen, is that that's going to be a 6-figure opportunity for you right there. 6-figure opportunity. Let me tell you guys something about that. The average individual, if you look up the stats, right? The average individual doesn't even make 6 figures. And it's not even about 6 figures, because just because you make 6 figures, it doesn't mean that you're set, right? But the average individual doesn't even make that much. You'd be probably in an 18% category, making 6 figures. And again, this is all within your first or second year of being with our company. And that's assuming that you're just planning on stopping there. This is a scalable opportunity. Basically what that means, guys and gals, is that you can grow it. You can actually grow like 80, 90, 100K. You don't have to stop there. You could build it, right? That's why we keep hiring. That's why we keep trying to grow, getting into more locations. All of these factors will continue to increase how much you're making at the end of the year, right? How much your business or your piece of the business will be making you at the end of the year. So my question is, where do you want to be? Do you want to do what's the 7% do, right, in the world, and own a business, successful business that is, right? Or do you want to be in the 93% that works for somebody else, or work for someone who does have a successful business? So it's up to you to choose. At the end of the day, the opportunity is here, ladies and gentlemen, right? And if you're still questions or are doubtful or skeptical on, why would we do all this, and why is this something we're interested in, unlike most companies? We'll just go back to what I talked about in the beginning of the video, the win-win, on how it benefits our clients, it benefits us, it benefits everybody, right? At the end of the day, personally, guys, I can tell you this. I want people who want to move into more of a partnership role personally, because that makes my job easier, right? So what a fair trade if you think about it. I give you an opportunity that's a 6-figure opportunity, which is going to change your family tree, which is going to be scalable. It's going to let you invest into other things. Oh, and by the way, you're going to have the freedom of a business owner, so you can work when you want. You can literally go on vacation whenever you want, buy whatever you want. Like, guys, not the average person can do that. But my point to you is, in exchange for giving you that, what I get is freedom. My personal goal in life is more and more freedom. I have a lot of things that I need to do, a lot of things that I want to accomplish in my life. I can't do that alone. I know that we're gonna build this business to the point where we'll look back and we'll think, holy cow, 100K, that's a little bit, because every one of our partners will be at 200K plus just in that year alone, right? We're gonna get to that level, right? I won't have enough time to go over here the numbers and the details, but that's all you need to know. All you need to know is that in terms of how scalable it is, 200K is definitely reachable after, I want to say, your second and third year, and that can continue to grow. That's the crazy part about it. But for me, is I'm gonna have more freedom because I will provide somebody with an opportunity to replace me. Corporate America isn't like that. Corporate America is, if you replace me, that means I'm without a job. It doesn't work that way here. Here, the way it works is if you get an opportunity, I have less work. So that makes my life easier. That means I could be at home with my family, spending more time, right? Instead of having to be here. A lot of people like to talk about passion and how that matters. Well, it just depends on what your values are, right? Either you value, quote unquote, your dream job or being happy or always being at work, or you value spending time with your family and loved ones. It just depends on you. I love spending time with my family and loved ones. So for me, I'm not passionate coming into work every day. I don't find my passion there. I find my passion at the dinner table with my wife and my kid, right? And my dogs. I have 3 dogs, just so y'all know. So by helping give you an opportunity, that helps me get closer to mine, right? So it's a partnership for that same aspect, right? I mean, not to say I'm not going to be there. I'm just saying that we're not going to stop for just one partner. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and continuing, right? Again, the clients are saying, hey, get into more stores, get into more stores. As long as that's happening, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to continue to be more opportunity and going to continue to be a demand for more people who want to get into a partnership role. That won't happen if you don't do any of this. This all, guys, is designed to weed people whom are not here for that position. If you're not here to be a partner, look, go put in your 2-week notice, go work at Target. They pay $15 an hour plus there. I think McDonald's is starting to get to the $20 range. That's what I'm hearing. But this isn't for you. Entrepreneurship isn't for you. Commissions isn't for you. Business isn't for you, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're not willing to go through the negatives that people deal with here, and to keep a strong mentality throughout it all, right? And just, obviously improve, have tremendous levels of accountability and etc., then this isn't for you, right? Owning a business will never be for you. But if you are willing to put in the work, you are willing to be accountable, you are willing to meet halfway with your mentors and continue to hold yourself to the highest expectations, right? And just keep going and staying consistent, then this is for you. This is for people who are hungry. This is for people who were never given an opportunity elsewhere because they were capped somewhere or because it depended on someone else liking them. This doesn't depend on that. This depends on what you're going to put in every single day. So if you're here for that, I got some good news for you. You can easily get to where I'm at in a year to 2 years from where you're at right now. So if you need my help, I'll help you. But besides that, this is the opportunity that we have here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Everybody take care.